When we talk about innovators, the spotlight almost always falls on the leader, the one who dared to take the plunge and pursue a vision. We admire their boldness, the sheer audacity to dream big and move forward. But there's someone just as crucial to every movement's success, someone who often goes unnoticed: the first follower. This person doesn't just join in, they validate the leader's idea and spark the momentum that transforms a solitary act into a collective movement. Imagine it. Without that first follower, a lone dancer at a festival might just be a person dancing by themselves, drawing curious stares or even ridicule. There's a video from years ago, grainy and shaky, showing this exact scene. On a hillside at what looks like a festival, a man dances alone, wild and uninhibited. For what feels like a long stretch, he's just one person moving to the music while everyone else sits or walks by watching. But then, something happens. A second person runs down to join him, and suddenly the atmosphere changes. The lone dancer and his first follower now move in sync, their energy multiplying. A few more people notice, some hesitate, then join, and soon dozens, then hundreds, are dancing together. That's the magic of the first follower. They take what might seem like a solo act of madness and turn it into the beginning of a movement. It's not just about recognizing a great idea. It's about taking that leap alongside someone and being willing to look silly in the process. This brave step signals to others that it's okay to join in too. While we often idolize leaders for their originality and vision, the first follower plays a key role in transforming potential into reality. They're the true spark that ignites the fire. The concept known as the first follower theory suggests that this initial act of following is just as significant as the act of leading itself. Leaders often appear bold, but they're also taking a huge risk by standing out on their own. The first follower, however, faces their own set of risks. They're likely to be questioned, doubted, or even dismissed. While the leader can fall back on the idea of being their own, the follower must defend their choice to support someone else's vision. Their presence shifts the perception, transforming a solitary pursuit into something worth taking seriously. Think about it. Without that first brave soul, the leader remains just an individual with an idea, possibly a crazy dancer on the sidelines of the mainstream. But with a first follower by their side, the idea gains credibility. The risk is diminished, and soon enough, a second follower jumps in, accelerating momentum. As more people join, what was once unusual becomes the new normal, and the original outliers find themselves becoming part of a growing trend. Eventually, even those who stood on the sidelines feel the pressure to participate, not necessarily because they believe, but because being left out seems riskier than joining in. It's easy to get caught up in the myth that leaders are inherently extraordinary, born with some special trait that others lack. But the truth is, the most impactful leaders often started as first followers themselves. They knew the courage it took to support someone else's idea before they ever led their own. They recognized the value in risking ridicule, standing by someone they believed in, and using that experience to later shape their own leadership style. This path helps leaders truly understand what it means to rally others, not by demanding their support, but by embracing the ones who choose to follow from the beginning. So, if you have a revolutionary idea, don't focus on convincing the masses right away. Instead, find that one person who will believe with you. Their choice to support your vision is not just a signal of validation, but also a catalyst for change. As Derek Sivers, a philosopher and entrepreneur, put it, there is no movement without the first follower. It's not about the leader's solo act. It's about turning that act into something shared. Obsessing over leadership overlooks the essential roles that make leadership possible, especially the role of those first few who decide to take that leap of faith. We all feel the pressure to be leaders, as though leading is the only meaningful way to contribute. But not everyone is meant to take the lead, and that's perfectly fine. There's a kind of bravery in following too, in recognizing a worthwhile vision and stepping forward to support it before it's popular, before it's safe, and before it's guaranteed to succeed. The path to effective leadership often starts by believing in someone else's cause. It's about being willing to look a bit foolish for the sake of a good idea, standing up for something because it resonates with you, even if you didn't come up with it yourself. From there, you'll understand what it truly means for someone to believe in you one day. It's not about always being the first to lead. Sometimes it's about being the first to follow. If you see someone out there wildly chasing a dream that you connect with, be the first to join in. Embrace that role, because movements aren't built by one person. They're created when people come together, not just to follow, but to shape the vision into something even greater. So step forward, dance along. It's your revolution too.